हेलो गुड इवनिंग एवरीवन। नमस्कार दोस्तों, वेंसडे लाइव ईएलएम में आपका स्वागत है एंड वेलकम ऑल ऑफ यू फॉर दिस सेशन on ELM Live, hosted in Elon Markets as well as the YouTube channel of Kotak Securities. Today is one of those days when I'm going to interact with Shrikant, who is the head of research at Kotak Securities. Today we selected a very interesting topic called how to use candlestick chart to trade intraday. This is very interesting topic. And unfortunately, when Shikant tried to log in, there was some technical issue. We are just trying to fix that issue. So give me a minute, and then we will start the interaction with Shikantji. Yeah, hi Shikantji, can you hear me? Uh, नहीं, आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही है. Yes, please. Yeah. So maybe I can get a quick confirmation from people out there. Are you able to hear me? क्या मेरी आवाज आप लोगों तक आ रही है? If you can hear me, please confirm that yes, you are able to hear me. Yes. So people, thank you, Prince. Thank you, other people who have confirmed that they are able to hear me. So I'm sure there is some technical glitch. So Shikantji is trying to solve the problem. In the meanwhile, I have an opportunity to interact with all of you. So let me just talk about the market broadly, what is happening in the market, and how I'm looking at the market. Although I am recording videos on regular basis to talk about the market, to tell you, give you a perspective about the market. So let me just show you something which is important for you to know. So let me just share my screen. Just give me a minute. I'm taking a session. I'll call you. I'll call you. So let me that share the screen. Okay. So in the meanwhile, Shrikant will join us. Let me share with you what I feel market is doing or what potentially market can do. So this is my template where I try to analyze the market with respect to dollar. And if you see dollar how it is moving, dollar is in an uptrend, okay, and so it's the case should be because the interest rate yield is going up in US and it has been going up for some time. So the probability of dollar going up is higher, and if that is the case, then the probability of market going down is higher. So that's pretty much what we have been talking about for many months now. And market was in a denial mode when market was in a range, but then when market fell because of the geopolitical issue, now market is pretty much weak. And till dollar doesn't show any sign of aggressive weakness, market is definitely weak, right? Now, how do you trade in this kind of a market? It is not one of those market which is advisable for trading purpose, because you when market is uncertain, there is choppiness on both side of the market. So I mean, you should expect that if you buy, maybe in few days your stop loss will get hit. If you sell, maybe in few days your stop loss will get hit. So ideally what I'm doing right now is hold on, wait and watch. No trade is also a trade. So this is the strategy right now. हड़बड़ी नहीं करना चाहिए because there is already so much happening in the market. So what's the point of taking aggressive steps in the market? uh, This is the weekly chart of Nifty along with dollar index, and this is the daily chart of Nifty. So let us see on the daily chart of Nifty. On Friday, Nifty did close above 200-day moving average, and for me, daily 200-day moving average is such an important data point that if market closes above that level, then market is preparing itself for the next level of momentum. As simple as that. But what happened on weekend, uh, in fact yesterday, not weekend, what happened yesterday, market always is revert back again, and market is trading now below 200-day moving average. Now when market is trading below 200-day moving average, I should not be bold in taking an aggressive buying call, very honestly. And this is what I've been talking about in my live sessions, that maybe we will feel that we have lost opportunity in few stocks. It is okay. It is okay to feel that way. But until unless market is in a process of a build-up of momentum, there is no point in venturing, because the risk-reward ratio in the market is not favorable. As simple as that. Okay. But yes, if you are an investor and if you are investing for a longer term time frame, then obviously you don't look at the market momentum. You always try to find out stocks where there is value, and you would like to participate in those stocks with hidden values. It could be value, it could be growth, but if the market is falling and the stocks are also falling, then you find out stocks where there is value for us to enter right now. So that's purely a fundamental call. If you ask me, my style of market participation, I do look at fundamental of the company, because if you are playing momentum in a company and if it is also fundamentally sound company, then your conviction of paying the momentum is very high. So a fundamentally good company with Nifty above 200 moving average and stock also showing strength vis-a-vis Nifty, that's probably the perfect recipe for me. So right now I'm waiting for Nifty to go above 200-day moving average before I can get into stocks which are still looking strong, but I am still not getting into them because I know the market overall momentum is pretty muted right now. Okay, let me see if Shikant ji has joined. Unfortunately, I guess Shikant ji is not able to connect, so I'll continue with this. Now, I mean, I was not prepared for this session, but it's okay because I'm anyways there in the market all the time, so there is no preparation required per se. Uh, Now, let me just share a concept with you that if at all, suppose we want to play momentum in stocks, so how do you identify those stocks where there could be some kind of a momentum which is emerging? What is momentum? For that, we need to understand the concept of momentum. To explain the concept of momentum, look at this graph. This is the graph of Godavari Power, which has gone up by almost 10% today. Okay. And this stock has been a strong stock for some period of time. The stock did correct because market overall corrected, but stock did not go below 200-day moving average, and it reversed back again because the stock was strong and there was a fair bit of momentum measured by the RSI. So, okay, Shikant ji is here. So let us try to find out if the tech problem is resolved. Shikant ji, can you hear me? I can hear you, but let me just confirm from other people. Are you able to hear Shikant ji? I think some technical glitch is there. Somehow I'm not able to hear you. May I request other people to confirm that they are able to hear Shikant ji? Okay, so Shikanji, unfortunately, still no. So maybe some tech glitch. That's how it is. So would you like to try? Would you? Okay, so let me just try to help you. So let's do something. Let me call you. So I have a Chacha Chaudhary way of doing things. So let me just try to be Chacha Chaudhary. So what I will do is, Shikanji, I will keep you on speakerphone, and yeah. So and here you are. So now I can hear you, and I'm sure that our learners are able to hear you as well. Unfortunately, we'll have to do this for the day. but we will make some arrangements later. So, Shikanji, let's get into the topic, and everyone is very excited to learn it from you. Yes, your voice is there. Your voice is there with my phone. No, it's okay. I mean, it's not the best, but it's okay. I mean, learners are always hungry, whatever the state of affairs. So we are okay with it. Would you like to? Would you like to? Um, no, I think the link is okay. I think there is some problem with the mic setup. Or or the voice echo is happening because maybe my voice is getting captured by your phone. So unfortunately, Chacha Chaudhary will not work because the mic, your voice is getting echoed on your mic. So basically, it's getting reflected. So what we will do is, um, Shikanji, it's not the link problem. I think it's some mic problem, uh, because link is working fine. People can hear me, so there's no problem with the link. Uh, what we can do is, maybe we can reschedule this intraday wala, because it's a very important topic and I want to learn from you the intraday trading using candlestick. So let us reschedule it for some time. In the meanwhile, we'll try to fix this mic issue. uh, तब तक because I have the privilege that people can hear me, तो मैं अपनी बात कह डालता हूँ. And you will make me nervous if you are there, because I will not be able to speak uh, with my heart. सो आप आज छोड़ दो, आज मैं संभालता हूँ. शिकांत जी, आज कांट हियर एनीथिंग. अच्छा, ऐसा करो शिकांत सर, आप है ना अपने मोबाइल फ़ोन से ज्वाइन कर लो. सम पीपल आर सजेस्टिंग दैट यू कैन ज्वाइन फ्रॉम योर मोबाइल फ़ोन. Maybe it will get resolved. Yeah. In the meanwhile, I'll handle the battlefield. I'll handle the battlefield. Yeah. Okay. So I hope you guys patience and hear me out. तो सो आई वाज टॉकिंग अबाउट मोमेंटम. तो मोमेंटम कैसे पता लगता है कि दो कंपोनेंट होते हैं मोमेंटम के. एंड वन इज द, imagine that there is a car race going on and there is a speed of a car which is measured by speedometer, which is RSI, relative strength index, and the other is how fast one car is driving vis-a-vis the other car, other second best car, which is the RS indicator. तो ये मेरा मॉडल है which I have shared very candidly everywhere. सो मोमेंटम का मतलब क्या होता है कि गाड़ी की स्पीड अच्छी है विजा विज हिस्टोरिकल स्पीड ऑफ दैट कार विच इज RSI 14 पीरियड, एंड गाड़ी दूसरी गाड़ियों से बेटर परफॉर्म कर रही है विच इज RS इंडिकेटर. तो गोदावरी पावर स्ट्रॉन्ग स्टॉक, देर इज अ हाई चांस दैट इसमें मोमेंटम बिल्ड होगा. तो मार्केट जब भी रुक जाएगा या एक स्टेबिलिटी दिखाने, maybe we missed the opportunity of 10% in Godavari because market is showing kind of a diciness. But अगर निफ्टी 200 DMA के ऊपर बंद हो जाता है और ये स्टॉक का स्ट्रक्चर मेरे को इस तरह से मिलता है जहां 2 आवरली के अंदर में ये स्ट्रॉन्ग है और डेली के अंदर में भी स्ट्रेंथ है, देन आई वुड लव टू बिल्ड माय पोजीशन इन दिस स्टॉक. सो coming back to the setup which I follow, I'll keep on checking whether Shikant ji has joined or not. But coming back to the structure which I follow, so let's see. So there are say 100 stocks which are regular tracker stocks for me, and I am tracking them regularly. And whenever I see there is a momentum building up in these stocks, I prefer to enter them. So I'm a momentum investor. I am not a value or a growth investor. There are some people who are extremely value focused investors, तो वो उनके लिए बहुत अच्छा मार्केट है, बिकॉज दिस इज अ मार्केट वेयर यू विल सी लॉट ऑफ स्टॉक्स which have value and which are available at a reasonable price now. But what I am looking at always is a momentum. So look at this stock, Coal India. Coal India, it started going up after it made a bottom of 150 in this swing, and it has been a strong stock. So it has gone up from 150 to 180. This was a missed opportunity. Why? Because market was up, market was down below 200 DMA, and this stock was up. So I was not able to capitalize on this. But that's okay. That's my choice. That I am okay for a first level of filter in the market, which is 200-day moving average. Look at the other stock, MCX. Now, MCX has been a weak stock for so many days. Yes, it has recovered from the low of 170 and now it is 1385. So, who has led to this recovery? There is a value investor who has bought here because the investor believes that MCX तो 1180 में एक bargain buy है because company अच्छा है, business monopoly etc etc, तो इसको buy करना चाहिए. Sure, a momentum market participant will not buy, बट अ वैल्यू इन्वेस्टर विल बाय. तो ये स्टॉक्स को जो ऊपर चले हैं, इनको किसने लिया? इनको किसी वैल्यू बायर ने लिया है. एंड दैट पर्सन कुड बी, टिपिकली दोज आर लार्ज इंस्टीट्यूशंस या बड़े एच जो होते हैं जिनके पास बहुत पैसे होते हैं. जनरली दे एंटर एट ए लोअर लेवल because they find value to be more relevant than momentum. Okay, so these are the stocks where some activity happened. Let's take an example of this company NMDC. Okay, so we all know that iron ore prices have gone up, NMDC has increased the prices, and etc. etc. You see, it has been a strong stock, and but look at the volatility this stock is showing: down, up, down, up, down, up. Now, for a normal person, having a volatility of 15-20 rupees in a 150 rupees stock is not a handsome volatility to play on. So, I will probably avoid. So, when you are taking any kind of stock specific decision making, it is not just about the momentum or the relative strength of a stock, but also the volatility in the stock. अगर बहुत ज़्यादा zigzag volatility hota hai, probably you will not like to get into those stocks because those stocks are prone to a lot of risk. But any stock which shows a decent pattern of structure, chart structure, जैसे इसके अंदर में देखते हैं, ये स्टॉक है जिंदल स्टील, and this is not a recommendation, I'm just giving you an example of explaining the concept to you. Let me see if Shrikant sir is here. No, Shrikant sir is still not here, but ठीक है, I'll just trying to explain you the concept. So, uh, Jindal Steel, if you just draw simple lines, so this is a simple support zone and this is a very simple supply zone. So, this is a range which this stock has been following, right? And if you see the previous few movements of Jindal Steel, from here, it went up, corrected, again went up, corrected, again went up, corrected, again went up, corrected, and is in a consolidation range. And now the stock is strong, so there is a possibility that the stock, if gives a breakout, the stock can go up from here. Not a recommendation, I'm just explaining you the concept. Okay, let's see another stock, CDSL. Okay, so CDSL is a weak momentum stock, but it recovered from its 200-day moving average. So who bought it? यहाँ पे किसने लिया? उसने लिया जिसको पता है LIC का IPO आ रहा है, new depositories are coming, there will be massive growth of depository, etc. etc. Everyone knows about it. यहाँ से buying generate हो गई, लेकिन मोमेंटम अभी भी बिल्ड होने में समय लग रहा है. सो अ मोमेंटम इन्वेस्टर विल नॉट माइंड लिविंग दिस initial 15-20% movement from the previous swing low, because if the momentum comes in back, the stock will higher chance of generating more return. So you have to decide that aap kya ho. Are you a value investor or a growth investor and willing to buy at lower levels, or you are a momentum investor? That judgment, first thing first, you have to make that judgment before you should participate in the market. And this is what I've been telling to everyone. And if you want to know about this model, don't worry. People who have joined me for the first time, my YouTube channel has a series called Learn to Trade. So you just go to youtube.com/Vivek Bajaj, and in my YouTube channel, you will get a series called Learn to Trade, where I have explained this whole science of doing technical, and also my model is shared with all of you. एंड दिस इज इन हिंदी, तो जो हिंदी में सीखना चाहते हैं उनके लिए ये पूरा सीरीज में बना रखा हूँ जहाँ पर आप सीख सकते हैं. तो go and take advantage of this free content which I have created for everyone. Okay. So this is a perspective about momentum. And let me again check if Shikanji is here. No, Shikanji is not here. Okay. Now, some people are asking me to speak in Hindi, but I would give a humble request that आज जो सेशन इंग्लिश में है तो उसको इंग्लिश में रहने दीजिए. हिंदी का सेशन तो हम करते ही रहते हैं, तो आज इंग्लिश में करते हैं, ठीक है. And I'm trying to be very slow so that you guys are able to understand what I'm trying to explain. Because today it was out of syllabus discussion. Today we were supposed to discuss Candlestick and Intraday with Shikanji, but because of tech problem, we are unable to continue with that. But merely out of syllabus discussion hai, but it's okay. I'm okay with doing that discussion. चलिए अब दूसरी बात करते हैं कि सर ये तो बात हो गई मोमेंटम की. Please tell me, how do I identify value stocks? So for that, obviously, you need to do investing, and there are some people who are doing investing research for you. For example, Kotak has a research team, and they are coming out with investing ideas to all of you. So you can probably look at those ideas, or also, not or also in StockEdge, if you go, there's something called investment ideas. Now, these are the investment ideas which we are doing research on regular basis. In fact, we have hands-on with the research on these companies. And there are ratings which I'm giving. So CDSL is 22 rated out of 30. And this is the spider chart which talks about the how the rating of these companies is relevant, like from the growth perspective, from profitability. But this is not my point, okay? My point is, here we also plot the demand zone and the supply zone. So in CDSL, if I click here, you'll get the graph where you will see a value which is a demand zone. So the ideal price of CDSL to buy as per the fundamentals and the demand zone principle is around 1000 rupees. So this is an ideal price to buy, because here it is not fundamental fair value, but it is a value which still justifies the valuation of the company, and there is a demand, always a demand available at these prices. So it's a combination of delivery data, price action, and fundamentals. So ideally, I should buy CDSL when the price is around these levels. But then there is also a level at 1400, which is a decently good level to buy CDSL. So that means this stock is a high rated stock, and it is available at a level which is reasonably okay. So one can start with small investment in this company. Again, not a recommendation. I'm just explaining you the process which we follow internally. Then you have Ramco Cement. Now, same concept, Ramco Cement. See, price has fallen so much. So if you see the relative strength of this company, it will be poor because price is falling. So this is the concept which I wanted to explain you guys. Okay, so you see, let me save it. So you see Ramco Cement, relative strength vis-a-vis the market is poor. ये यहाँ से weak है. So a momentum investor would have exited this stock at 1000 rupees because the relative strength has become weak. But a value investor will enter now because this is the range where the stocks looks reasonably valued. So what we have done in StockEdge, especially the investing idea section, is that we have worked on companies, and we are constantly working on more and more companies. Let, for example, one more company, say SDFC, asset management company. So from a momentum perspective, so let's save it. From a momentum perspective, the stock has been an underperformer since long period of time. This is since 27th of September 2021. But from a value perspective, you see the stock is available at a buying zone. Again, not a recommendation. So I hope I've been able to answer this question that, sir, what's the difference between momentum and, sorry, let me go back. I hope I've been able to answer this question that, sir, what is the difference between momentum and investment, value investment? So you have to decide कि आप क्या बनना चाहते हैं. Are you a momentum person or a value or growth investment person? Typically, when you are a value or growth investment person, you build position at every price point. You never enter at one single price. Okay. And you can have your own filters. For example, my filter is that, because I'm a momentum person, my filter is that if Nifty stays above 200 DMA, then only I'll build my momentum portfolio. Otherwise, I'll not build my momentum. In fact, this is a great time to build your value portfolio. Today, in my YouTube channel, I'm going to release a video on 10 stocks, which are like mother stocks and which should be part of your equity SIP, value SIP. So you can look at that video to understand what I'm trying to say. और वो वीडियो हिंदी में है तो आप उसको देख सकते हैं. So if you are building a value or a growth investing portfolio, then you have to buy at every level. Then you should not care whether market is below Nifty 200 DMA or 100 DMA or 50 DMA or whatever. But if you are building a momentum portfolio, then obviously these filters matters a lot, and the relative strength of a stock vis-a-vis market will actually give you a better stock filtering, because momentum generally leads to better relative strength vis-a-vis the other stocks in the market. I'll show you one more thing before I can take few questions. Let me show you one more thing. How to identify stocks where relative strength is high right now? So if you go to StockEdge scan and look at price scan, and let's go to scan called relative performance performance scan, and check the stocks which are outperforming the market in a period of 1 week and 3 months. So these are the stocks which are relatively strong because वो market को outperform कर रहे हैं. So this is one way you can look at. The other way you can look at is check relative strength 55 period, which is my indicator, and plot this strongly outperforming benchmark index. So these are the stocks where relative strength is more than zero point 0.1, RS is more than zero point 0.1. So these are the stocks where there could be some element of retracement because these are strong stocks. Or you can look at stocks where relative strength is going above zero. So RS going above zero. So stocks which are like Natco Pharma, Sundaram Fastener, Dabur, Future Retail, Medico, Sundaram, Larsen and Toubro. Let's take this stock Larsen and Toubro. What's happening with this stock? So it's almost around RS, which is zero. So it may be the one which has start building the momentum. And if it crosses previous swing high, it has the potential to give you good breakout. So you can use stockage scanners to find out stocks where there is some kind of a momentum getting built up. All right. So if you want more information about these models, then obviously check my YouTube channel. You will get more informations. And unfortunately, Shrikant sir has not been able to join us today, but I hope this half an hour which you have spent with me was worth it. And we will definitely reschedule today's session and organize that intraday trading using candlestick session as early as possible. I hope it was worthy. Thank you so much for attending this one. I hope you will join our YouTube channel if you have not joined yet. Bye bye. Good night. Take care.